Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the new Salon Marketing Show. My name is Vanessa McDonald and I am the founding director of Salon Marketing Creative Agency. We specialise in helping beauty salon and skin clinic owners scale their business through skin treatments and retail sales, utilising the most valuable marketing asset they own, which is their database. For today's episode, I'm going to share with you a strategy that you could consider introducing to help you increase new clients. I have a slide deck that I've prepared for you, and I'm going to start this presentation and let's get stuck into today's content. Before I do, we've got some special SMC announcements that I'd like to make. Firstly, we have a new website. You can visit our new website by going to smcagency.com.au, and when you land on the homepage, you'll notice at the very top of the page there is an opportunity for you to download free Instagram graphics that are skin focused and have been created for you in Canva. They are 100% editable templates, and you can make whatever changes you'd like to make to those graphics. And at the moment, whilst lockdown is on, they are also 100% free. So head on over to smcagency.com.au, download your free Instagram graphics, and also check out what we do. It's a brand new website, fresh information about how SMC can help you grow your business, focusing on your database. Also too, I have decided to put out or to prepare for you a series of live events, Facebook live events, also webinars. The focus is mainly for those salons that are still in lockdown, and the series is called Keeping Your Business and Clients Glowing Through Lockdown. These series will essentially be pop-up coaching sessions. So what you need to do is visit the Salon Marketing Creative Agency Facebook page on a regular basis, or even better, come into our Facebook VIP group. It's a small group with only around 250 beauty salon owners who are all trying to scale their business through skin. They all have that common interest, and I'll be delivering quite extended lessons, and also the SMC team and I will be creating resources, workbooks, marketing campaign sets that our members will get exclusive access to at a heavily discounted price or free. So to join SMC Insider, just search for SMC Insider, members only, and answer the 3 questions. The only requirement for membership is that you own a beauty salon and you offer skin clinics. If you are currently in lockdown, your access will be free. Okay, and it's only $29 a month other than that, or you can pay up front and save 10%. Now, with this series that I'm putting out there, Keeping Your Business and Clients Glowing Through Lockdown, I think the writing's on the wall pretty much for Sydney clinics that this lockdown is going to be extended. I wouldn't be surprised if it's until the end of September. I'm certainly not a government official, and I'm just going off the writing being on the wall. Others may disagree with me, but I hope I'm wrong. But if I'm right, what we need to see happen for you is that you're able to make income for an extended lockdown. So if you are in lockdown, please look out for the live events and the webinars, the SMC live training and all the resources, the marketing support that SMC will be offering you to help you make an income whilst you're in lockdown. Now at SMC, we always focus on increasing 3 specific key areas: average spend, frequency of visit, and also new clients. So essentially, we want to see the clients that you are already caring for and seeing on a regular basis. We want to see them more frequently. We'd like to see them spending more with you, and we'd also like to attract new clients. For today's episode, our strategy focus is to increase new clients. So first of all, I'd like to ask you, where do you typically go farming for your new clients? Is it something that is it an active process for you? Or do you find that, any new clients that you're attracting, you're not really sure where they're coming from? They might just be walking past your clinic or coming through referrals. You're not 100% sure. These are typically the ways that most beauty salons will actively and intentionally set about to get the attention of and attract new clients to their clinics. So we've got our referrals, our gift voucher sales through social media, and usually a partnership with other like-minded business owners who may be taking care of a similar ideal client type or demographic to you. They're typically the ways that we hear from skin clinic owners on how they'll attract new clients if they are being quite active through the process. So today I'd like to give you a new way that you could become an SMC action taker and go out there and attract some new clients to your business. So identifying new government and corporate clients through lockdown and a COVID life, and who may be affected by COVID lifestyle related skin conditions, is who I'd like you to start thinking about today. And in particular, our frontline healthcare workers and taking care of their skin, helping them to take care of their skin. Did you know there's over 650 public hospitals in Australia? That's just public hospitals. And there are literally thousands and thousands and thousands of healthcare workers that are currently working within those hospitals, all the different units that are within the hospital system itself. And all of those people potentially could become clients of your clinic if you are proactive in reaching them and letting them know that you're there and how you can benefit them and how you can help them. And I'm going to share with you a process that you can follow to make that happen. So my question is for you now, which hospital is located near you, near your clinic, in your local area, or hospitals, plural? And do you have any clients who are already working at those hospitals? I did a one-on-one marketing consultation with one of our clients this morning, and this was my question to her. And she mentioned 2 hospitals, but one in particular that was a little bit further away than the first one that she mentioned. Was half an hour away from her clinic, but she could think of at least half a dozen clients who were nurses at that hospital. That is your way in. If you already have happy clients who are seeing you on a regular basis for any type of services, but especially skin-related services, they're the people that you want to start talking to about how you could potentially get access to certain units within the hospital so that you can put the skin treatment and home care solutions that you can offer in front of those people, but essentially in front of the right person. Skin is a hot topic in hospitals right now. I know this because it's very close to home. I come from a family of nurses. My mum's a nurse. Both my sisters are nurses. I'm one of 3 girls, and so healthcare workers, front line healthcare workers, are definitely part of my family unit. And I know through my family that skin is a hot topic in hospitals right now, and we are living in the era of maskne. Have you heard of this term? So rather than acne, maskne. And that is a condition that is affecting many hospital workers, healthcare workers in Australia right now, and beyond the healthcare system as well. This is my little sister Lizzie, and she is I feel a little bit emotional when I look at that. She has been an ICU specialist nurse for, I don't know, it'd have to be almost 20 years. Lizzie is 45 years old, believe it or not. She doesn't look it, does she? And that's her in her gear at work. She's at high risk every day when she She goes in for a shift. She works in ICU in the southwest of Sydney at Liverpool Hospital. I think they just had a case announced with a healthcare worker there today or yesterday. And every day she has to go to work and she has to put on all of this protective gear. You can see the mask that she has on her face, and this photo is the effect that the mask has on her skin after wearing it for only 4 hours. And Elizabeth goes to work for up to 12-hour shifts, and during that time she can only really drink water on breaks, and she gets terrible headaches because she's breathing in her own carbon dioxide. But you can see the effects that just wearing that gear for 4 hours has on her skin. So imagine what that's going to be like, how that's going to develop over time without any type of treatment or home care that's been prescribed to help to alleviate that sensitivity and the congestion and everything else that healthcare workers would be experiencing on their skin at the moment. If you are a skin therapist and you're watching this right now, I'd love to know from you in the comments what would be the one product that you currently stock in your clinic that you would recommend for someone like Lizzie to wear on their skin at work, and perhaps even another product that would help a lot when she got home and cleansed and had a shower, and what would be that one product that you think would help her as well. So share the product name, the brand name, and be really interested to see what's your initial go-to thought of, I know how I could help this person with their skin. These would be the two products to use at work and also to use when they get home. So please share that. What you're seeing on the screen now, this is an announcement that went up on in the staff room at a hospital in Sydney, and you can see that the headline is "Keeping Your Face Healthy During COVID-19." This was back during the first lockdown, and there are actually 4 parts to this announcement, and it's been created by an official body of the hospital, and they've been talking about, they're talking about how to take care of their skin before they're wearing a mask, during the mask, and some of the typical skin conditions that they could experience. You can see that they're talking about acne, itchy skin, dry skin. And when I was reading through this, it was quite evident to me that whoever has actually prepared this outline doesn't have a lot of knowledge around treating the skin. And in fact, some of the recommendations could even will not really do much to support the skin at all. So that tells me that there is an opportunity for someone like you who's watching right now, who owns a skin clinic or a beauty salon wherever in Sydney, that you would most likely have more knowledge than helpful information to be able to provide to help these healthcare workers. But what this tells me is that, again, skin is a hot topic in hospitals right now, right down to the point that is part of the overall announcements that they're making on how people can take care of their skin at work. So that's the rest of the information that was posted on the wall. You can see here, other skin conditions aggravated by masks. So it's definitely a problem, and I know for sure that our industry has a solution to fix it. So how do you get your foot in the door? Well, as I mentioned, think about the clients that you're already looking after who are healthcare workers. Start there and find out who the person is to contact. For example, I asked my sister at Liverpool ICU who would be the person that a skin clinic owner could contact in order to perhaps put together care packs, skincare packs, introductory educational packs to introduce their services, their specialty, how potentially they would be able to help healthcare workers to get some relief from those skin conditions that they're experiencing, or maskne, as I mentioned in previous slides. And she just went, contact such and such. And there was this one person in charge of who manages the ICU unit, who, if I owned a skin clinic, clinic, I now have their name that I could reach out to them and at least get that initial communication flow happening. My next question to her was, well, how many people work at Liverpool ICU? And she said, oh, look, there's over 300 nurses alone. So 300 nurses working in just one unit of the hospital. There's multiple units at Liverpool Hospital, not just intensive care, but with this one unit, over 300 nurses that would have to wear, because they're looking after COVID patients, that level of protective gear on their skin every day. I mean, their skin would be hugely dehydrated because they can't drink water as they need it at work because of the protective gear that they've got on, let alone the maskne, the acne that's produced as a result of having to wear that the protective equipment on their skin for up to 12-hour shifts, and the sensitivity as well, how uncomfortable their skin would feel. So just by having contact with one person in one unit at one hospital, I was able to get enough information that if I owned a skin clinic, and I'll definitely be passing that on to one of our SMC clients who has a beauty salon located near Liverpool Hospital, to get that communication started, it was very easy to do. So consider your clients, consider your family, consider your friends. Who do you know who works in healthcare on the front line? So how and what to communicate with a unit manager? Well, the first thing I would do is write to them a letter and an email and state your specialty. What do you specialize in? Support that with before and after photos. Before and after photos are so powerful and can help you in many different ways to grow your business. And this is just one way. So if you have a client at the moment who you are treating with who has their skin condition is acne related, that is exactly the type of before and after photo that you want to include, and perhaps even a case study, and to share that person's journey with the person that you're writing to, so they can see that you are a true specialist in this field. And reference mask related conditions and the rise of maskne. The person that you're writing to may even be experiencing maskne themselves. Okay, so that makes what you're saying to them very relevant. Now, keep the skincare regimes and the solutions that you initially talk about simple and affordable. Healthcare workers don't earn hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're paid by the government. Don't get me wrong, they earn a decent salary, especially if they're working nights and overtime, which many of them have to do. But generally they have young families, mortgages. A lot of them have, the ones from my family have partners in construction, so they're probably affected by that in the lockdown at the moment. But also too, the staff announcement that I shared with you on previous slides, one of the key points that they were repeating throughout that information to the staff on how to take care of their skin was to keep it simple, that less is more. So by putting that forward through your initial communications, you would be essentially aligning with what they're saying and what they're recommending internally. Also include any special privileges or benefits you're able to offer staff at the hospital, whether or not it's relating to treatment or savings on home care, and always include the call to action of how they can actually make a booking to get started. So how to educate and serve frontline health workers. And when it comes to the call to action, you definitely want to be offering virtual skin consultations. I would be putting forward both a group option, perhaps it could be once a week at a certain time that you're available for a 4-week period, that healthcare workers at staff at that unit can join a virtual webinar or to get some initial information, and then from there on how to take care of their skin during work and after work, but then from there, how they can book a one-on-one consultation with you. If you're going to do that, use Zoom. Zoom is a professional platform. It shows that you're organized, and it also establishes some respect around your virtual skin consultations, because you're able to record that consultation with that person and then share it with them after the Zoom session ends, after the skin consultation ends. And also too, you're able to email an invitation prior to them joining the consultation. So in that email, you could include the Zoom link that they'll click on at the scheduled time, and also some tips on how to have a great Zoom experience, such as making sure that they can use their phone, but they could also use a laptop, making sure that other devices aren't connected to Wi-Fi, to be in a room with good lighting so you're able to see their skin. They would be some of the tips that you could consider, and it just helps you have more of a professional setup. But do offer access to you through all of the platforms: FaceTime, Messenger, WhatsApp, Skype. So make it easy for the person meeting with you. Also consider your background when you're meeting with anybody over Zoom, or you're performing a virtual skin consultation, so that it looks professional. You could consider the camera that you're using, also your audio and your lighting. So the camera that I'm using right now is a Logitech Brio, and I might take a moment to show you the difference between what it looks like with my camera and what it looks like without my camera as well. Okay, so this is with my camera and this is without my camera. You ready? So before, after. Big difference, huh? Okay, so let's get that camera going again. Huge difference. So invest in something like a Logitech Brio camera. It just sits on top of your laptop. It just plugs into the side with a USB cable, and it just helps to make the whole presentation look sharp. It's good for your brand and it looks professional. Okay, let's go back to our slide deck. There we go. Okay. Keep it simple, stupid, from KISS. Keep it simple. So KISS your healthcare clients' skin packs. Consider introducing a maskne solution or skin pack as well. So it's more targeted and specific to the problems that they may be currently experiencing on their skin, based on having to wear protective gear and masks all the time. So try and stick to skincare staples to keep it simple and align with what the hospitals leaders may be recommending for their team to take care of their skin. So cleanser, moisturizer, and even just an SPF. Perhaps just even start with those types of products, and then as you develop your relationship with the person, you can look at introducing other products from whichever brand it is that you work with. And also consider providing video demonstrations. If you've put together, for example, a maskne skincare pack, then you could create a video demonstrating how to use, how much to use, and how to apply and when to apply the products included in the pack, rather than just type them out. And you're able to do that using lots of different technologies. You could use your Zoom account to do that. You could also use a platform like Video Ask, or you've got Loom as well. So you could go through, share your screen, go through the prescription, you're on the video, and as you're going through your recommendations, if it's relevant, you could then demonstrate how much to use, how to apply it, so that they get more from a video demonstration, not just it's almost like a skin prescription via video, in conjunction with the outline of what you're recommending. So here's something that if I owned a skin clinic that I would offer to serve frontline healthcare workers. Most of you have 100% markup in the skincare brands that you work with. So consider offering a good, generous, decent discount, especially to get your foot in the door. I think 20% is an amazing offer for frontline healthcare workers, and also always include a gift voucher redeemable towards a skin treatment, because ideally you want to be looking after their skin professionally as well. So $30 to $50, it depends on your average client spend and also the pricing in your treatment menu, so you can make that decision. Now, I want to say to you, if not you, then who? If you're not the person putting yourself forward, putting your brand forward and your clinic forward, where are healthcare workers going to go looking for their skin, for solutions for their skin? Well, I can tell you that it will be major online stores and also chemists and supermarket brands. So if not you, then who? Not them. Make it you. Because here's the thing, most salon owners won't do anything with this idea. Okay, so you be the flamingo who stands out amongst the pigeons and put your clinic and your brand forward to your local public hospital and private hospitals, that you are the authority in skin in your area, you care about them, and you want it, and you're here to help and serve them, because you'll probably be the only person in your area that does that. So there's a very, very good strong chance that you will succeed. What you need to do once you get started is be consistent in the contact and put your best foot forward for both your brand and the experience of the person that you're making the initial contact with. Don't create a lot of work for them. If there's anything that you can do to reduce their workload, then offer it, and also make sure everything that you put forward is on point with your brand, that you've got your logo there, your colors and your fonts are consistent, so it all looks professional, and it makes a good first impression that you are as knowledgeable, as professional, as organized, as specialized as what you are saying that you are, as what you're stating. So you're invited to join SMC Insider. Again, how you join is just go to Facebook, search for SMC Insider. Access is free for any clinics currently in lockdown. Okay, so all you need to do is answer the 3 questions. Let us know that you heard about SMC Insider here on the Salon Marketing Show. And as long as you are focusing on growing and scaling your business through skin, then you definitely qualify for membership, okay? And you will have free access until lockdown ends. So thanks very much for watching this week's episode of the new Salon Marketing Show, and I do look forward to seeing more of you this week, next week, the week after. Who knows how long this thing is going to last. As far as lockdown goes, hopefully it's not going to be into October, and we're in this until mid-September or something like that. But our series, which is called helping your business and your clients, keeping your business and your clients glowing through lockdown, I'm feel pretty confident that you'll feel supported, and you'll get lots of ideas and strategies from that. And how you can access that is right here on the Salon Marketing Creative Agency Facebook page, and especially through SMC Insider. So hopefully you'll be joining our little community of marketing flamingos, and I'll see you here next week for episode 19 of the new Salon Marketing Show. Thanks very much, and bye for now.